Hi everyone, it's Kayla. Today I wanted to talk to you about, should you be snacking? Is snacking a good idea if you're trying to lose weight or just in general? The short answer is it depends. Depends on what your goals are. Also depends on what you consider a snack. For myself personally, I think that more whole foods have always been better, and I think that that works better for a lot of people. I think when we think of snacks, it's some sort of bar, something that's convenient to eat, you can grab on the go, and most times none of those foods are a good option. Even if they're a healthy bar, they're still processed, there's still ingredients in there that it's not really recognized very well by your body, or through the processing process, it changed it. So it's not going to affect your body the same way as if it would have in its natural state. So if you're finding that you're really hungry between meals, I'm not a fan of starving yourself to lose weight. I never have. I don't think that it's a good idea. And I think a lot of times it can have a negative effect on your metabolism. So what I would rather see is a smaller meal with protein and veggies, and maybe like sweet potato if you need more carbs for your training or whatnot. I'd rather see it broken up like that. This is going to help your body digest it a lot better. And like I said, when you get into snack type food, a lot of it's just added convenience. So do yourself a favor. If you are trying to lose weight or just feel better and be healthier, you have to just put the work in. Do your meal prepping. Take the time a couple days a week to spend a few hours in the kitchen. Make your snacks as well. You don't always have to have what I mentioned, meat, vegetables, and sweet potato as a snack. You can have other foods too. I think that certain fruits in moderation are very healthy. Like blueberries are one of the best things that you can put in your body. So you can always have some blueberries with some soaked nuts. You don't ever really want to eat roasted nuts because, again, it changes the nut in the roasting process and actually can make them more toxic than something that's supposed to be natural. So if you soak them first, you can always dehydrate them or slow roast them in your own oven, the lowest temperature it goes, and then you can add salt or cinnamon or whatever it is that you want for that. So nuts are always a good snack as long as they're soaked. Vegetables are great. So I'll do another video on like more snack ideas. But in terms of your digestion, you also don't want to be shoving so much food in your mouth that you're always full. For me, I hated the feeling of being hungry all the time. So I think a lot of times I would overeat because I just wanted to be full. And when you're eating healthier foods, it's not going to sit like a brick in your stomach like a lot of the processed foods or some of the things that you may have been used to eating before. So there's an adjustment period for your digestive system to get used to just eating cleaner foods and processing those. So I think it's perfectly okay to eat every 2.5 to 3.5 hours if you're really hungry and you're eating really clean foods. Also, if you balance your meals properly, you should be able to go 2.5 to 3.5 hours between meals. If you're not, if you're only going like 30 minutes in between meals and you're hungry, your body is telling you one of two things. You either have an imbalance in your gut that's causing you to crave sugar in between meals, or your meals aren't balanced properly enough to sustain you. And I think a lot of times people eat too many carbs and not enough healthy fat. The fat is really going to help to slowly release insulin instead of getting that spike. So it's going to help to keep you fuller longer, and it's also going to stabilize your blood sugar. So a lot of times when you're eating foods that are higher in sugar, you're getting that spike, but then it drops and you feel hungry. Even though your body might not need food necessarily, you feel hungry because your blood sugar is not balanced. So Adding more healthy fat will definitely help with that. You don't even have to do a lot. I mentioned in another video of mine that you can just do a couple teaspoons, a couple tablespoons is fine too, depending on how big you are and what your specific goals are. But half an avocado at a meal is great. Other things like that. I'm a huge fan of coconut. Coconut butter is one of my favorite things on the planet. So having a tablespoon of that with a meal is great too. So in the short of it, I think snacking is okay as long as you're making sure that your meals are balanced and you're not running to snack type foods. So it does take some discipline, some preparation, but what else in life doesn't? You know, if you want to be good at something, you have to put in the work. You don't just become good at something. You don't just reach a goal of yours overnight because you just decide that you want it. You have to work at it. So put in some effort, make the right choices, always stick to whole foods, and you'll feel a lot better. You're not going to be starving all the time, and that should really help you reach your goals. Like I said, if you're, anyway, that's it. Hope everyone has a great day.